here tonight.
All right.
You know, but I also think when you look in there, see the variety of people who are here.
Yeah.
This music's never going to die.
No.
We're always going to have it.
Sure.
You know, and a lot of young kids now are listening to it because people like Amy Winehouse and that's the same beat behind it.
That's it.
They've had enough of that techno.
Yeah, that's it.
It's over.
Right. No, you're right. I mean, you can hear that is where this is the foundations for some of the music that's
springboarded from that into whatever's going on today.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right, Jimmy. Cheers. Okay.
Nice to see you again.
And you, buddy. Listen, we'll hand you back over to Joe, who's somewhere. He's probably getting his photograph taken with some hot chicks. Stay tuned.
Okay, you've now found me again. I was off having a quick chat with my good friend Tina from Amazon Travel, one of the sponsors of this event. I'm now here chatting to Steve. Good evening, Steve.
Hello there, good evening. Thank you for talking to me.
Yeah. Steve, you live in Thailand. Whereabouts?
Sorry, I've lived in Bangkok for just over 8 years, and I've come to Pattaya tonight just for the Northern Soul Night.
So you're definitely one of the enthusiasts.
Oh, massively so. And thanks to Earl, who's been keeping me in touch with the dates of the second one. Cause I missed the first one due to work commitments, but I've come here tonight and it's a fantastic night. I would thoroughly recommend it to anybody.
So, are we going to see you dancing later?
Possibly. Ask me in a few more drinks.
I think that's a probably. I mean, there's so many people are dancing tonight. Everyone's having a great time. It's so light-hearted.
Oh, it's fantastic. The atmosphere alone is worth coming for. I mean, it's 400 baht entry fee, free beer and wine for 2 hours, 100 baht a drink afterwards. Fantastic music, fantastic company. I mean, personally, I've been into Northern Soul since the 70s when a lot of my friends at school, we would Skype school, go to Wigan Casino, go to the Twisted Wheel in Manchester. Been into it for a long time. I won't say my age, and it's fantastic. And the people here are so welcoming, and it's a great atmosphere. I would thoroughly recommend it to anybody.
Okay, and where does Motown come into Northern Soul? That's a good question.
It's a very good question. A lot of the Motown music is from Detroit, and a lot of Northern Soul originated from Chicago. That's it. Motown is more commercialised than Northern Soul. A lot of the Northern Soul records, which you probably hear in the background now, a lot of people haven't heard. This is fantastic, uplifting music, great music to dance to. I brought 2 friends here tonight from Bangkok, my friend Mark and my friend Clive, and they were a bit sceptic earlier about coming here. I brought my girlfriend Far. I've been playing the music to her recently over the last few days, and unfortunately it's not the same as Thai music. There's no dubbing in it or midgets or clowns or anything, and so she was sceptic, but I've even seen her dancing tonight. My 2 friends, Mark and Clive, they'll both agree with me. They would thoroughly recommend it coming here. And I look forward to the next one, which is probably in the next 3 months. And also, it's a great venue.
Okay, that's a great summary of it. Steve, it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you very much. Oh, I hope to see you at the next one in 3 months' time.
You will.
Thank you.
I hope to interview you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Keep the faith.
Okay, thanks, Steve.
Okay, we're now with a man. We were talking earlier about passions. Northern Soul has been a passion of this man for a long time, and he was the man who spearheaded, along with Eva Johnson, for the first Northern Soul 3 months ago, and he's back again tonight. Earl Brown. Earl, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. Fantastic response tonight. Really happy, buzzing, very good. New people here from the last event. I'm really, really happy.
Well, you know what? It's amazing that, I was at the Chamber event before tonight, and the amount of people say, oh yeah, I'm coming along. Or the people say, oh yeah, that's right, I heard about it, thanks for reminding me, and they came along. But also, what I'm quite frankly amazed at is the amount of people, and Joe interviewed a guy, from Bangkok. They've came down from Bangkok. They'd heard about what you'd done the first time. They came down to check this out tonight, and they're keen to get something going up in the Big Bango as well.
Well, we're hoping to do like a bilateral agreement between Bangkok and Pattaya.
Right. Bilateral, that sounds a bit wordy.
Well, you know, between each city, etc. When we first did the first event at Play, I checked all the forums that had never been done before. So I'm thinking, oh, there's an angle in here. This is when we near the inception of it all. We said, well, there's something to do, maybe we can do it. And now we're trying to get, again, the Bangkok people involved. And it'd be nice to go to Bangkok, have a party every 3 months, or even every 2 months, and then they come back down to Pattaya, etc., etc.
Well, that's obviously that's the way to do it, because Joe said it in his intro tonight that this has been the second one, and it's been maybe a little bit long in between, and you know, actually there's maybe I think for me, I mean, I've organised events before, and you should always have the audience, you know, hungry. But if you could alternate it and you say, well, all right, every 3 months in Pattaya, every 3 months in Bangkok, but that means 1.5 months in between gigs, but it means that people from Pattaya might, and we were talking about this last week with movers and shakers, you know, might want to get off the backsides and make their way up to the capital.
But as you know, logistics-wise, in Pattaya, there's that many events happening on a Friday. We have to work around like Lighthouse Club, British Chamber, the other chambers, and it's hard to try and fit in a date.
Sure.
We don't want to detract from the other events. They're fantastic events, as you know. But we want to make sure that we do get the right dememographic, and the right.
Well, tonight you've ended up landing on the same night as the joint chambers.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't think it. I mean, if it affected you, it maybe did for the first half hour.
Yeah.
But actually, the first half hour of every event got knackered up tonight because of the flooding and the rain. Joe, what would you like to say, mate?
Yeah, as I say, Pattaya Bangkok combination could be very good. As you say, Friday nights are a very busy night, but people are coming here. People are here.
Yeah.
People I've spoken to, what you're doing, Joe? I said, well, there's a Northern Soul night. And they said, what's that? And I said, well, soul music. I said, you like soul music? Everyone's up, oh, right. When, where? There's a number of people who've come. You know straight away there's so many new faces.
Yeah.
It's been so positive. And it's so friendly here. So it's an all-round winner. I'm just really pleased. A great choice. Well done, Al.
I think, congratulations to you, because I know you're a man who's passionate about his music, and I've actually seen a video of his record collection, and it's massive. Your record collection, that is. But to be able to take your passion and turn it into something, not a business, but turn it into a real event. I mean, tonight we parked the car and there's posters as we're coming out the car park, and I'm thinking, Earl did that. That's excellent. Now, right, let's get down to business a little bit, because what we haven't talked about tonight is the sponsors,
that's right.
and also the fact that you're giving them a certain percentage, or correct me if I'm wrong, to a certain charity.
We are. What we try to do is every event we're going to do a different charity in Pattaya. There's a lot of charities. We have the main ones, but we want to not go to the main ones, but go to the other ones as well. But the sponsors have been fantastic. We've had CSP Construction. We have Cornerstone, who've been fantastic investors in this event. We have Sutler Group, which is my company, as you know. We have Defence Security
International Service.
Yeah, that's the one, yes, Joe's company. We have had San Miguel Light, who have been a great sponsor again. Who else have we got now? Indian by Nature. They've been great, they've been involved. And who else? Amazon Travel. And I know Inspire E magazine. They've been fantastic with us. And Dan and Tom and everybody there. And is there one I'm forgetting?
All right, we'll show you a poster anyway. But obviously the sponsorship is important, because that's kind of what makes it happen. But what you're doing, you're not looking at just making a buck out of this. You're giving the money on. Now, the last time you gave money to the Mercy Centre.
Yeah.
Tonight you've chosen, well, it's someone that we all know very well, Tracy Cosgrove and the Melissa Cosgrove Children's Foundation.
Yeah.
Well, why?
Well, we use Tracy. I mean, Tracy is a fantastic cause. I've been a member of the Lighthouse Club now for some 2 years. It's a great cause, so why not? And there's a new Chinook Daycare Centre. Tonight's proceeds will all go to the new Chinook Daycare Centre to help that along. and then in 3 months' time, at his next event, we'll choose another charity.
Well, that was my next question. So, people have, how do people find out? I mean, people have said to me tonight about the grapevine, and it's all word of mouth or whatever. But how can people find out about when the next one will be? Because I'm assuming it's in your mind. You've probably got a couple of venues outlined, but you're probably not ready to announce yet. So how can people find out?
Well, everyone's on Facebook now. Everyone's on Facebook. If you go to Facebook and you search for Pattaya Soul Club, you'll find our page. And on there we'll list all the news and events, etc. about the upcoming nights. Okay. And people can post on there their favourite songs, favourite moments about Northern Soul, etc.
Okay, all right. And regarding the charity for the next one, have you got a charity earmarked or?
Not as yet, no. We have, I say we've got a group of maybe 6 or 7, and we're looking for which one to go for next, and we have to speak to those as we, Well,
I guess the message there is that, there's lots of charities in Pattaya, but if you're organising, if you're involved in a charity and you're thinking, well, we wouldn't mind a piece of the cake, get in touch with Earl, get in touch with Eva, they'll come along and check out what you're doing, and if it, ticks their box, or fills in their passions, maybe they'll be giving you some money in 3 months.
Sorry, we do now have an email address now. Right. It's pretty standard. It's pattayasoulclub@gmail.com. Any inquiries? Also, we're looking out for venue managers or venue hosts who could support us every 3 months. If they have a venue, we could meet with them, talk to them about the logistics of it all, and maybe we could have a venue there.
All right. Okay. And you mentioned the sponsors earlier. In terms of sponsorship, how much are people looking at to sponsor or co-sponsor an event like this?
For a sponsor, the full event would cost around 40,000. Yeah. That's what it's cost us tonight.
That's a sole sponsor, right?
That's a sole sponsor. Yeah. So we're looking for sponsors 5,000 and 10,000.
Okay, all right. So for companies, guys who've got like a bar or a restaurant, no disrespect, a small company, $5,000 might buy them a lot more than putting it somewhere else.
It's on Facebook, it's on the internet, it's on the radio, we get on the TV, we put the banners up, the posters are in Bangkok. They get a lot of exposure from it, a lot of exposure. For 5,000 baht, you get a lot of exposure.
Joe, anything you'd like to ask?
Yeah, I spoke very quickly with you earlier, Earl, about the type of venue. And going back to when it was originally started, the Northern Soul, it was generally in the sort of, am I right in saying, dingy sort of clubs?
And that's what's part of the atmosphere about it all. It's the same with any dance music. It has to be the low roof, dark, lights, in the later days, strobes and smoke. That's what it's all about, the low lights.
Or even those basements under the downstairs
No,
clubs.
I've been to many, in my old dancing days, raving days, I've been to many a venue. I was in a garage under somebody's house, in Leeds. It was a fantastic venue, low roof, everything, great. But no, that's what you want. We want to try and recreate that club feeling. Yeah. Not the Wigan Casino feeling, because the Wigan Casino was a vast venue, but we want to recreate that club feeling at each venue.
Okay. And if you could get one particular venue, you'd like, really, ideally, to keep on using that one?
Oh, we'd embrace it with open arms. We'd embrace it with open arms. So that's what we're looking for, a venue which can go every 3 months. It's everything for us. The low roof, the dark, the club feel, the projectionists, the projectors, etc. TVs, etc., showing the Northern Soul footage, and that's what we want. We want to try and create it authentic.
Well, listen, we all go to a lot of the same networking and social events, but maybe you're a venue owner, maybe you've got something you're thinking, hey, my place would be perfect. Get in touch with Elle. The Facebook address is on screen, also his email. Get in touch with him, or maybe you want to be a sponsor for the next event. For the repeat of this programme, if we've got the details, we'll run them across the top of the screen. Al, well done tonight. Great night again.
Can I just say one last thing? Just a big message to my mum. Love you, mum. Tonight's for you.
The passion lives on at the second Northern Soul night here at the Dusit D2. This is Joe, Earl and Paul saying good night. Bye-bye.
It's you.